Next up on the 2025 CVC Fall Sports Media Day Tour is the Orange Lions girls tennis team. We've got head coach Rich Bull. Coach, coming into a new season, you've got to be excited. You returned 6 all-conference performers from last season, a state runner-up, another team that went to state. Just give us a quick preview. What can we expect out of this version of the Orange Lions?
Well, I mean, Steve, I think obviously a tremendous amount of excitement about this season. The girls have worked really hard all summer and in the off season. We're blessed with really, really great upperclassmen leadership. And as you mentioned, a lot of returning all conference players. So, the future looks really bright. I mean, obviously we're going to focus first and foremost on our process, just trying to take it one step at a time, not get too far ahead of ourselves.
I know your program always thinks about winning conference titles, but they have much bigger goals. You're one of those state powerhouse teams. You've been there with the boys and the girls. Is that something that, I don't want to call it an expectation, but are the girls just that hungry to get back to state every year?
Well, I mean, I think there's no question. And I think, obviously we have been in the regional final 6 out of the last 7 years. Lost 6 times to Halfway Brown, and to see Gilmore be the team instead of us that got over the hump last year was disappointing. And certainly these girls are super hungry to change that narrative and to be the team that can do it. That said, those are big goals. Conference title, staying on top of Hawken is a big goal as well. But we focus on process first, so we have those kind of in the back of our mind, but really, we stay focused on process first and foremost.
Excellent. All right, Coach, I'll come back to you after I talk with the girls. I'll start right in the middle. For the folks at home, introduce yourself, name, grade, and what position you're going to play, first singles, second singles, etc. If you know.
I'm Lily Geeler. I'm going to be a senior. I'm going to play first up.
Okay, so last year you were one of those doubles teams that made it down to state. How much fun was that run, just getting into the state tournament and competing?
It was super fun. Like the level there is really high, and it's so cool to see that.
And what did you learn from that state tournament run that's going to help you and your partner this year?
That you got to keep fighting, and that the level's high, so you got to bring it. Yeah.
Do you have the same partner, Adele? Is she your partner again this season?
I don't know.
Don't know yet. What kind of chemistry do you have with her?
We had really great chemistry. We were friends off the court, and we have great chemistry on the court.
Looking specifically at your game, how much did you improve over the off season?
I would say a lot. Yeah.
How much do you enjoy playing doubles compared to singles?
I love doubles so much. It's so fun. The net. It's I love hitting volleys, and yeah. Super fun.
When you're playing in those competitive matches, what's your strategy? I mean, I know there's going to be sometimes you're on the court, you just have more talent than your opponent, but there are going to be a lot of matches you're paired up against a really good doubles team. What does it take to compete in those matches?
Definitely staying positive, staying in the moment, and trusting my teammate. And yeah.
Is there a match from last season that really taught you an important lesson that's going to help you this season?
I would say in districts when we were playing for the 3rd and 4th match, I think staying positive, staying in the moment really showed me how that was important.
And then what's it like being a part of this team? There's so much talent. I imagine your practices sometimes are harder than some of the matches you play, but what's it like to be a part of a program that's that competitive?
It's so amazing. We all make each other better, and it's amazing to see all of our success.
Give me your goals for the year, individually and for the team.
Definitely for the team to make it to states and get the state title, and then individually also make it to state.
Outstanding. Well, good luck to you. Let's go to your right for the folks at home. Name, grade, and where you're going to play this year.
My name's Raina Patel. I'm going to be a junior, and
Raina, we got a lot of talent. We're still just hammering that out, Steve, but Raina's somewhere between second singles, third singles, first doubles, any of those spots,
Okay. So. Well, let's start with last year. What did you play mostly last year?
Last year I played third, and then for like postseason I played doubles.
Okay. And so what do you prefer and why?
I wouldn't say I prefer either one. I just think they're really different, but I enjoy both of them.
When you say they're different, what's different about playing singles compared to doubles? I mean, obviously you have a partner out there in doubles, but how else is it different?
I think there's just like it's like a different kind of pressure when you're by yourself on the court, but I think it's also like a good feeling to know that like you're depending on yourself. But I also love having a partner for doubles.
With such a competitive team, you've got to come to practice ready to go, or else you're going to fall down that depth chart. What do you do to keep yourself focused and locked in for those practices?
I think like kind of what Lily said, just like always being positive and like ready to go when you're coming to practice, but also putting in the hours outside of school practices is really important to stay on top of my level.
What part of your game are you most confident in right now?
Um, I don't know actually, but I'd like to think that like I'm a pretty well-rounded player.
I'll tell you,
And obviously you've got some.
power game to the equation for sure, Steve. He's got a lot of
Okay,
power.
gotcha. And obviously you've got some younger faces on the team. What do you do as one of the veterans on the squad to help those younger players settle in? What kind of leadership are you providing?
I would say just making sure everybody has fun because at the end of the day, like this is a sport. It's supposed to be fun and like making sure we're not too serious and just enjoying like our practices and being together as a team is really important.
What are your goals for the season, individually and for the team?
I definitely want to make it to states this year. The past 2 years, like I've been pretty close, but I think this year we can make that change, hopefully. But and then for our team, I'd really like to get to states and hopefully get the title.
All right. Well, good luck to you this fall. Well, Coach, we'll go back to you. We talked to a couple of the girls. Who are some of the other girls you're going to be counting on to score for Orange this year?
Well, obviously we have Genevieve Hayden, who had an incredible freshman year and was second in the state. She has a big cadre of classmates who are, tremendous players. We talked about Adele Tukmazeski, who had a big doubles run with Lily, Ivy Berlin, and Melanie Statsevich, who was at St. Joe's last year, but is with us at Orange this year. All of them will be big time impact players for the program. All of them are sophomores.
I have to imagine your expectations remain high, especially with all the talent you bring back. What are you going to use as a defining measure for success this year?
Well, I'll tell you, we're going to get some information right off the bat here. We're leaving in about 20 minutes to head down to Columbus and Cincinnati. We're playing New Albany, ranked fifth in the state in Division One. Indian Hill, the defending champs in D2, and then Mason, the four-time champs in D1. So, that'll be a good measuring stick for us. But then, after that, whatever the results are this weekend, looking more to see kind of how they compete down there more so much than wins and losses. And then, just trying to keep that same competitive edge, hopefully that we, learn how to hone this week, throughout the early part of the season. And those will be good indicators for us for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. You're definitely throwing them into the fire to kick off the season, but hey, that's what makes you better, right? All right, Coach. Well, I appreciate you and the girls taking some time out of the day to preview the season. I wish you the best of luck this fall.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for having us on, Steve.